In the beginning there was the eternal emptiness and the four eternal energies, Takazan, Aliui, Numaki and Akvavan. After an unknown time span, the first atoms formed. Over time these early atoms formed molecular chains, such as DNA and water. As time passed the earliest cosmic gases and star clusters formed. Eventually these early stars exploded as beautiful supernova, laying the foundation for future beings and species to arise from. Then the first arc on the existential god, Theoprimachus, formed into existence. Next the four elemental, external gods formed. Around this time, first Kiwaiwami god, Selasu Centilaninia formed. Then Grand Lord of the Atragonar, Velmor Maya Hebel, formed. Next first member of the Thanatheobirio species, Malkazakik, arose. Then a Mistrajad and a Gigaham also formed. 1,000 god years later, the four Ixixora Drasagons emerged from the shadows. Next first Othunra Tarada god, Wanga god Fatasadia formed. Then Hekal god Parkal Jun formed. Then Precto god Jansu formed. And Karika god Shamku formed, among the 8 other gods. Afterwards the first Omni species, Voidian species formed. Afterwards the Traspasianer species soon formed as well. Then polar Sheliman gods, Otheosaurus and Margolatl formed. Afterwards Aal and Magoa formed, becoming servants of Oath and Margo. Then the 4 grand judges of permanent existential exile, chosen reincarnation formed, who were members of the Xanthotheojusal species. Afterwards the Reingalatheriana region formed, future base region of the legendary Trial Tower of Reincarnation or existential exile. Around this time thousands upon millions of early demonic species formed, with Dalwig Xianal Jijangpin as their species-wide leader. Meanwhile at the Azumid Eternal Lake region, the Adia established itself with its Ignodia under their will. Around this same time, the countless existential webs formed, specifically the Kamiraklovis existential web. Then the 6 eternal Cicerolithopheres became the 6 eternal Guthiathals. And in the Kamiraklovis existential plane, a lone multiverse or 8 was formed here,